The platform, Apramen and Yapani Pompeiso. The platform, the Cardinal Nana Kesseh. Son Sonchi, Ason Senchie, and in Senchia, a call Batako Bramai and Sinukoso. Atwa Petiaman Timfi. A Sansa Crocotiaco, the platform Suni. As is in Conda Sisia Jack Amatran Conda Trenufua. Brana Naya Kesseh, the Cardinal Tiajum. Our peace 104.3 FM. So the platform, Odoso Puro, Adi Doso and Sempudium, Amandosam, Abrabomunsam, Asetramunsam, and Yamansa who was on some, and it's a wood will be adia, and in Asia Naya Kesseh, the Cardinal, one in a poundful, our the platform to be so, will peace 104.3 FM, a Jordan Ukweda Numre Biada, a free no or Chokopim Nondu, the platform, our peace FM, and somewhere is here. The Abba, the Acro, and the Yatian, the Ehun, Ninyan, and Udina Apreto, and the Nasombina Yansia, Nabanuswa, Ebia, the platform, Chinawajubi, Ghana, my Ghana.
I was seeing Mamunia, Jordan or Che. Abo apawusima aduasami en centimeters akasima duonu nson na abo nonkron peace 104.3 FM so any dwumadie the platform ya the platform dwumadie bro dwada ne ukuada bia bra na ngotwe kasebo no akọ na wiye Isaac Odro Patricia Sefa Fisher Prince Bafo Asamoah Samuel Apia Elizabeth Ejin omo na hihye na medi ho chiame ya frame na na Kesseh Ebraso say yede the platform dwumadi ebra baby awa wote enka bia emwajo emwakwaba Ebraso say yede dwumadi awa nije ho the platform ebra wo oni entra frisa break oka say nondu ebebo medical aboma ne say ene time with Honorable Boachi Ejako eno ne na senka na otwetwa mu ena ebu ye na neso nenso say binti no necessary ya deba ene na yetumi ebonkomo na otwetwa mu na nema wo no doso papa ene ofa atrase entianche bia me kofa ho na meneme ofa kobonkomo nemu mansana no se kokubu ahe bombrofo baako kokubu ahe Isaac o hefa kokubu ahe aha kokubu ahe we okay embassy bi koku chichirim chireme
Now, embassy B, ebeche ye car.
Embassy way. Embassy way.
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Brazil
embassy to Brazil. Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana. France embassy to Ghana. French ambassador. French ambassador. Report to Hono. Me grandma send the message. I catch them say, "And that's an etie."
Tie. Your ambassador to. But any embassy to.
Ambassador to Ghana. France embassy. France ambassador to Ghana.
Yo, kokubu ahenya bie kwa so ma media na chese ebraso se me ofa no abobo achejako etwetwe enkomo na yehwese embassy bia ba besra no nso so a na yehwese na ne masitie over
yo nana
over majo
the cardinal mejoso
Torino
media shada kem na fe mu bonizado na
ai shada pa na embassy bia besra wana
me eyi na di omo banti me twen
kokubu
ahine di omo ba
over that say
nyame adaroma me ho ye pa
e be nyame ase me papa ba ko ye fa no Mr. Godfred Ando waso pe wasem pa na onyansa na ye soronkoma no wadwene mu do pa se manka ama wanti no no so anti bi se maka ne nkra na one me binya asem
eni toko we anoshi
o frame na 14 minutes to 8 and was say FM memphasa ankrai e ma na manfa ma wa one me binya asem enti Mr. Godfred Ando o say o mawamu na o chiao
yo matene nkra meso meje no so you danase bebre
yo ono so eda wase papa No fa ne mom ti say no e fan say I started a yo Ramadan
no kre
say ye room afon de wo lent mu dada ana mom abeto yen
Roman for 40 days to Lent no ya na emu mpaebo no emu odini ye
pa
yim konya bebre na yenna nyame asese don ne bra no nyinara no Lent ba muye mesoni sede osi kan no so no yenua no muslimifo na enuni a wo mo share Ramadan ase na Ramadan no eye soronkoma won Quran no ekire ana ehye won se wonye saade no enti wo hwe sura de bakara aya 183 ni 185 ekire won se emre bi wo ho a ewo so omo edi wo mo yefro ne akonchire eto ho eni mpaibo a emu eduro edi ye nieme bi ni edi kan fasting ana a omo ye no ye de sre nyankopon na dom eni ne mobro hu eno aso no samre mu no a wo kire kom no wo mpai bomu no wo se wutimi bu kompo ekohwe wankasa wabrabo self reflection self introspection so obrana me bono eye nyame fana ebio se akonchire bremu no eno so ena wo hunu won a ewo so hu won mobo wa ewo so wo ye wa doye bi esanse nyankopon no ankasa no na dom abawso na uye we nyina no na udi hunu wo nyankopon fasting no uye no na udi hunu wo nyankopon na wo tweben no eno na kramufo efre no takwa. It is gaining the consciousness of God in your fasting. Tini nyina eboa ema wo hu se de wo nyame no esitie ositie ema wo nya adoe ne wo mobro hu na ebi aso wo mfefo so enti na da bia omo break faster iftar meals no omo nyina adofo ne anuanum nyina etrase edidi edi breaki wo mo fast no se sa period or sambre edi sre nyankopon na doye ne ninshira na yesre se niema papa nyankopon wo manye no wa asase so no na domni mo buruhunu onfandom yen na ye free asase su ba ne nchen a de wo ho bia no pa de papa owo ma ye bia no o manye bi enti no obo mpa se rabbana atina fidunia hasanatan wa afil arihati hasanatan wa kina azarbanna nyankopon ade papa ewo wiase asase su omanye bi yakosra hememu so ajanna de o papa no so ho no omanye bi nemum abonsam jamde omfam pare eno ne sampai bo rabana atina fidunia hasanatan wa afila hati hasanatan wa kina azarbanna. Fasting no 30 days. Doni branu nyina de biara no omo hyase a me ma yonkofo ene me mfefo kramufo e bom paye bom enti de biara no me message wo mo aya ana mpaibo for the day de me makan ana mehunu ana mate from a khutbah me tro na me de amane me ma yonkofo ne me mfefo a menim se omo som nkramo nyame onka ye ho wo 30 days a omo de best fasting alabamu lafia alabamu nasara alabaku kada rabbana watakal adwa amen
Amen. Sha me wo. Hey wofa. Hey ready. Boy. Anyway, nyamenka yi nyina ho na oma ensi enyi. Afei ofa yemra yeman Ghana na ye enen komo no obi kan style bia bi. Nkomo no popa ne say COVID eba ya say sisi a emu ahenhan kakre. Yabaka ne say COVID achi nie. Say ne wiase kasam sitie. Say ne wiase nyina hu no. Yen ye fam ha Ghana ha sei. Me kai say afi ye sha se na fuel super na ye 3.9 and yeah 3.7 thereabout. Sisi America say super 9.3 between average of 9.3 the mean average of 9.3 super so diesel 10 per liter. Yes. Ehona ababidru eno so kra obi ntimi hu se eno anu no ana se ebeba foma na ebesa akosoro yesu na zo se Johnson mungo bi san se ono ani de oba na na se bibi fufuro di achire ani ade ofa mpacho chechere mu kakra se pandemic bi ba wiase sa no a post that pandemic se betimi aka post sabre we post covid a ya na sunsun sanso no ma da san ti sen
yo ni di kan no meda wase pandemic aye kan enye ni di kan ni ena hwe nkyere se ni twato ni. In fact scientists that now omo pensen abodi nya nsapemu no omo ka kyere ye se de waye nim kura no ehu sin de ye hunu sese na viral pandemic si ya enyade foforo kra yanko a little into history. 15th century, the bubonic plague. Cardinal, those days, you know, a communipan I had to say in Tatia. In a place like France, Paris, who say a fin kahon. Na omo special inspectors are. Yeshia ukromwa ne acho ne ehwiehwie ho ahweso wadware a unyare ya by force yebedware because those days 1490s no na adware anya common but eno saa nipa ho fin no ema bubon plague express day yekura mu saa akọ aba each time no wiase no esesa ne esua bibi free. What the Bayaya Gold Coast, Ghana Gold Coast here, 1889 to 1993. Yenya similar pandemic wa. Na esign say na ano enye din sa no. A enkum nipa bebre sa no. Adusuan huna yenya frim na anhye da nos. Until 1918, the Spanish flu. Spanish flu, 28th August 1918. Na aba Sierra Leone. Na Spanish flu no edru Sierra Leone. Na wiase nyina no ekum nipa 50 million. The Spanish flu of 1918 to 1920. 1918 na edru Sierra Leone. Na yɛtee sɛ ɛreba no na American ship bi ɛsɛ Shonga na wɔ sɛ ba Cape Coast ebɛduru Cape Coast August 31st 1918 governor tee no ana o sended cable to the governor of Sierra Leone say Shonga no mama ha by the time our cable no duru ye no na ɛsɛ Shonga na duru Takrade eduru Takrade no ati 6 gu yesona chese na enwanwa within a matter of 1 month Shonga bedru ha Takrade ni Accra ni Cape Coast epidemic Spanish flu no ebae no within 1 month na spread it to 20 locations Accra, Koforidua, Sekondi, Salt Pond, Kumasi, Winneba, Takwa, Axim, Obuasi, Yeji, Keta, Bole, Wenchi, Sunyai, Kintampo, Salaga, Wa, Laura, Tamale, and Itumu. 1 month. Now, the name who they say, out of a population of 2 million Ghanaians, in 6 months, ekumnipa 100,000. Ghana population, Gold Coast population then no, na a year 2 million. 6 months na emu 100,000. Ewu. Every COVID, every Spanish flu no. Now the na say the whole Gold Coast no, by 1919. Now doctors say what the whole of Gold Coast 43. Enti sa ohwe pa nipa ebehwe sa epidemic. Ne bi ni ho sa. Those days the Gold Coast ni infrastructure, hospitals, healthcare system ebetimi ahwe ama yasano. Nanso enu akire no si ehunu bi free mobile. Minim se wo bekaya ye at least ye susai wo primary school no. Classroom bia no na hand washing basin esi animo. Na KO Methodist primary toilet na wo carpenter for the side ho no. Hand washing basin si ho na ye girls ye busy for Suhima, Betaniza, Georgina, ye boa nom ne ya akona dunum ye busy. Emily ewulnum ye konsio edi begu basin ya hohoro yensa ewo mu a na teacher Fred ana teacher Boatin aka say nsuo ne yanko sesa no na girls yasan ye busy ye sua bibi free mu nsa hohoro enum a na yedinya town council inspectors tankers ye fee ni hwa nkurase so why you fi senye fi enti enya yesua bibi free mu e de boy ye bra look nipa no oti wiase na wo ho te na wodi wo ho nia yare enya wo sa nwanwa say about 100 years later 1918 asemi 100 years later and a COVID TSC. That doesn't mean say in between no BBNC Ebola bako we are bako now so neng Ebola no nenya pandemic say affect you wiase nyina wiase be bia ni wa ne ho kan eno ne pandemic no tibisa won say e ba ne say virus ne de nyame abode o hodada a virus can lay dormant for thousands of years. Nipa yentefu ni akofu nyemu ni enyane no no atiesim ana ye create condition bia
ebemana ye active
enyanwa say start free China
aden
the rate of population growth was China controls the kinds of research they are into, their dietary habits. Ni nyinaa ka bɔ mu a woyɛ den a kia ne ke bibi bɛfiri mu aba. Woyɛ den a kia ne ke China hɔ no minim deɛ yɛnnie. The last time I was there, me bohu saa deɛ na me di ani mankan. Mankan ni deɛ ɔmo de ba in a pot hot as a sijaso. Na wa ba no wa hwɛ ne wa deɛ no adi.
Ɛnɛ sa akaw.
Akaw.
Awurade a.
And I'm seeing China for some bedrechiro. Mudi mankan wo kroma. But that was what I felt comfortable eating. Near many people I see who head or tail.
And so bibiako.
So no. Almost one de no. So no. Ebia obi betu so see a wikusie wo ha. E bed and one and so obia kono de any dompo nso. Anyway, COVID a buy. Na de mesre Ghana for ansa na mato aso ne se. Kwasi kɔ so gyina kwantia. Aso kɔ, aso wonkɔe. And right now make kind reports of other places sign ama no ho so. So no. Yesu ne ye ban ene kyerɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ active ana enye active. Nyame ncha de sɛ de osi ball yɛn no so no. Sɛ bibi saa attack wo immune system a ekotia na ekotia no na ehyehyɛw ma wa hoɔden a wodi bedi saa virus no so na afei kamea yɛ sɛ one ne nete ukɔ moadoma mu a viruses bebree wɔ ho enso e mo nyare because omo ne omo nete omo ne atranche wo mo body ne ehunu said the oni sa virus nete e ba fofora enne hu ya menim so obekai 8 tc mu first uhu obi a wafon kura na odwane
agaga no obi atu kwan aba yesi o yare kakra bi hey wanya bi
na ja eno kura no a o onu da ho na wo de ho akọwọ so no na yehu se unti 8 nka sa bie wo nanso e wo ho pa na no me call ye call go so
medium
go so anka sa
me medium
wo diem
medium
na health directorate wo ho o mo ye conference be on HIV AIDS and I'm a friend ranted about and I'm say a problem or say papa a problem pa and call baby asa esan say nipa no a yes ni twam wo go so because of galamsey ni ade no wo mo doso and a cash about town boys ni girls wo say ye begie ni eni gie mu no e de nsɛmba enu ntwam nko pandemic a Ukraine say no January 2020 and a World Health Organization a bo alarm say yare bi aba mummy enhwe ne yie just January 2020 yawo before then yadeda enegu abonten March 11th 2020 and a World Health Organization e kan say ade no a drew pandemic stage a shase wo China aba Europe April nenam US a fe Brazil India part of Africa Asia na tra na etreko na obekaya speed na e dey trend new America omunya rate daily rates of infection 100,000 Brazil South America there 200,000 near there. Na just like that, by the end of 2021, na nipa 247 million ena ayare. 247 million. By the end of 2021, no, na nipa 5 million. Eneu. ɛde dɔm kɔ na tinti ɔmo yɛ tinti no ɔmo na ɛha wɔn kɛseɛ Trump te America sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔmpene mienwo paneɛ no menye se ewi aseɛ no na yɛn yesu ne yɛ ban bi a contribute to problem a yɛnyaeɛ no na ɛbaeɛ no their reactions ne ho aba by the middle of 2020 no na 80 ekuro ahodoɔ 80 ɛna close to wɔn borders obi nkɔ na obi aba because yɛsi yareɛ no wote faako a ɔno ɔnante nipa na de no kɔ nti obi antra ne faako 80 countries has closed their borders. Businesses are closed. Lockdown, self-quarantine. Obi anhyɛ dem mo bi mpie. Near close schools. Wiase nyinaa schools are close again. It affected 1.5 billion children. Na million. 1.5 billion school children. Omutifi omunku school. And it's a share the effect on ye nipa no a yete ewiase ana yete ye kura mu a ne edi kan yare ade no asa wo ho dodo omo nya mild ones no kura no na nye easy na omo nya severe cases no ebinom ka omo asem kirewa na ahomte and as our guy saw a bar first within 5 to 8 days they now call. Enti ema ehun bi kura ba nipa so. Yare aba ehun wo ho. Ena ade no so unhu aduro kura odi ya eyeye. Enti na fe rumor mill na ehun. Ebi se uye ni se ya onum we ya ene be ye. Omini we ya ene be self-medication. Ebi wo ho a nokure ni yesi nim tree dom ni ade na epoa. But ma ye niema bi so a eno so amoaye. Me kai say on social media a dry de diwemo farm animals vermicin. Yesi eno na afedi e de cure COVID. Enti uye ehunu ne nsem saa to nchen a oman nan kasa no ya brabo etosini o ade no yesi akonia bai ena ema yedi ya yentimi nko yentimi ma enti so hwe ya bible modern say even in the lockdown baby omo ye vulnerable and our communities omo ye vulnerable ye be mo bibi aduane ya package aduane omo de ye de koma omo a lot of those things happened but it dislocated our lives as a nation we do to nchen a won comment no uskani uboto enti niema ɛwɔ sɛ ɛgya ɛna wɔfa ɛyɛma ɔno ne ho ne nabusua no na no so ɛyɛ atosini nyanka ne nyina mfua no country bia ni hɔ a the economic growth ɛswante not a single country obia de ɛba fam na ɛba fam no na die nesi so we sha adwumayɛfoɔ wa wo nkɔ adwuma so wo nkɔ adwuma no wo pay Ghana de yade obi yanhyɛ da anye sɛ wo nkɔ adwuma nti wo pay yɛtua government kept faith and paid salaries baby pii wɔ hɔ a either yentua oka ana yebeti ubenya part of your pay half pay and now bibisa. Ghana, the estimate is that nipa 42,000 any lose omo adwuma. Adwuma no okofa free hin. Se COVID no ekokra okofa free hin. Uye no to nchen Nano na meni obi din komo bi no ka say shipping near my boy din na. And I make a change. You know what? First, no, you could easily load a ship fully. Within 2 weeks, you set sail. Say you know, because if we see a jet DNA above for mintino, the ships are not loading that quickly. And the shipping rates, no, so no, shippers no, be raise your rates. And the na container, 40-foot container, shipping company no, $1,000, no, and then $1,200, $1,500. We are there rates no, a bekosu. A bio, a we are seeing no, your free be supply chain disruption. A maybe a chemno. Nanka ye see a car Ford nani nyina ewo Michigan, Chicago, Michigan area ho bibia ewo car no ho no eho ne ye no Toyota fo so ya bibia ewo car no ho ye wo Japan ho so no ne ye nchichem ekodru baby China, China, Japan for introduce production concept be a friend just in time. Just in time, naturally say, enkane noa nanka or yet say Honda, Toyota 4-wheel drive. Nanka was some parts or the bigger 100,000 vehicles nina. Was some nina abegu factory no warehouse. Na chesa o yifri no warehouse kakra. And who said there be a boka. Storing in your warehouse no a boka. And now what 3 months supply no so you've locked up your capital. And you omu nyani sabiu. And just in time no chese said ne ye beye 1,000 ye be assemble 1,000 cars. The day before, and now 2 days before, no, na parts a di be nyina afe na aba.
Okay.
So no, enti emfa mesum ho bio. Yan kutuaka any allocate capital just in time for production. Nema ni nyina aba right on time. 2-3 days before, na yahye car neko. Just in time, no. A creative situation be so a. Obehwe no na Toyota yeye wo Japan. Na yeye parts ni bi wo Thailand. Yeye bi wo Vietnam. Na ebia electronics yeye wo Singapore. Na bibia ho yeye wo Brazil. Ya chicha all over the world. Into supply chain managers no omo na hyehyɛ just in time no na ehu obia se enne e wo se wo ship wo de ne kodu ha at this time. It was a way to ship on the DNA could do Nina be Buano or Japan at the right time. COVID the buy that system was knocked off. Because Obin Kono Biaba cargo planes parts near dear Becono and non supplies Becono grounded. Ships did near Marco and Kobebia. Enti production, ewiase production almost came to a halt. Enti na baby to say America, Osha, na fe toilet roll, air shot. Be eduane bi air shot. Because supply chain system no aye de adwuma no aye disrupted. Wo de yemfa ne say asɛm bi manu nkosi sumna so asɛm kɛseɛ bi asi around Techimai, any Techimai market. Near share effect a benya word diane so or south. Because Techimai,
belt.
yes, a honey central pass through. One more would free northeast, one more would free upper east, upper west, one more would free a Ukraino, upper west, one near Deno. A sign said John Water Chimentino, Uncle Fat Carpenter, and Bamboy, Uncle Fat teacher Ponsanum near Dio, Uncle P. Wenchi. Rather no, or better quite be or deba Techimai, Honey Jano, and to be Kesseh BC Techimai say. It will disrupt everything that we are experiencing in the south. Edian Obin Konobiaba. So no. Sa ene koye. Then global energy markets, fuel supplies, crude, because untimi load and could be everything at a standstill, right? Shortages were beginning to emerge. Yen free COVID no. Ena Masa Putin so did the abeshi. So na ne die no so no it is a pandemic ankasa because the consequences are the same. Effects are enya no. So wosha Europe aduane ni bebre ifri Ukraine. Ghana ha anwa a ye kra bebre no the Lebanese new commodities traders in Accra. Every Ukraine is the bread basket. What can I say Russia without Ukraine is a country. Russia with Ukraine is an empire. It tells you how important Ukraine is. Say in Tokwesi Ukraine, or more banning food exports. Or more banning food exports. Any COVID effect no abe bon tempua abe shiem. Enti say no effects are ye huno. Aduane any commodity prices. Na a sichre bag a year 270 for the bag. Within 1 month, ne drew 370. And then, my friend will be tamale to check availability of sugar. Unyabi 410. These are the effects of COVID and Ukraine. But at the end, shall see COVID. Now we can fuel price. Ediane prices there are starting aging some. So na fuel. You see, Russia.
And sana overcome fuel. So Madam Fubi or Germany. Over the weekend, I mean no din command or say angwa ya edi aduane ye. O pebiato na kobe 3 weeks ni. Onyenye bi ntoy. Afi esam ya fly bi eno so sa no kwa just already start to ho na eba na 5 kilos bi the amount say Germany.
You see Europe daholo in their industrialization or more industrialization, a Greek has been pushed to the back. Inti ebinum ene domo wundi. And ebinum omo domo mo wundi ne largely Ukraine. So no development wa managing year ebedru baby no ebe hawankasa. Say Germany, a lot of their manufacturing processes they call Turkey. A lot of food items are Europe, Edino. It's no longer France and yet Germany bio ɛnyɛ Holland, ɛnyɛ Belgium, ɛyɛ Ukraine, Poland, Moldova, Hungary, Belarus. Omuna farming no omu de krem in a big scale. Unlike America, the whole middle of America is farming. Europe, newly configured Europe, no. Ukraine ni sankrofo ena a Greek ni esi wona so. Enti asamba wa putuprumu no wadua ni supply. Ena like adie no flour no ye produce it every day. Enti yen hodu nsum ho se ebi asem bi bebenti no ye keep be 1 year supply. Debi so wo share Europe near there every day trucks are any rail a move aduane nko ano eno kwa asem kese enti bibi say abebom covid the shase covid bebom no na it meant to say we supply ankasa no production air conform to say the kind factories ayatutum adwumayafo nko enti your supply was also beginning to go down. Supply disruptions. Putin didn't boom suddenly no. Na acquire double. And Ukraine has banned the export of food items from Ukraine. No, Madame Fubia, he's into commodities. Or say, Manfo, because for the next 3-4 months, no, it been free baby maybe. Oh yes. Framing because for the next 3-4 months no it be free baby maybe. So no, Russia is also a big exporter of food, wheat nomnia de ono na ni say ono so takra de gem okuntokwe enti World Food Crisis, in 2006. This is going to be worse. Until you see, near who say COVID, any Ukraine near ma ebo bobano, and yad bayra brewajo. Na ye hunso. Na de was ye boy who buy no. Ye boy who buy. Amane de ebeba asem no de ebeba na ekwan a ofa so e de hyehya wo niema se de ebeya amane a emma eba no embubu no. That is what is important. As I'm serious be make I say years ago na krobodu say nsem keken bi na yi kwan akwa from planes such from planes. And engineers ni decided say a kwan no emfa kumawu ni krom kumawu and akrobo so wonte ase a kwan ye dey was emfa kumawu into my free engineers no and engineers ni chirechirem se bebia kumawu no kumawu wono beponum curves ni ade beba say wura jai cough ntini ye steer. Oh no. Memfa. Also, nyana some cough until the year steer. Manage it. That was Krobo's message. Ye asemno ebano. We have to understand that there is a need now to begin some crisis management. Because you see, a more ye kraba kruma. We denya esobete. Anwa ye krabano. We denya eso. Ghana, we are not yet self-sufficient in food. And no, I was said chere say, a sign assembly timi bentino. Yama yeninko ya Greek home. Yama yeninko self-sufficiency, at least the yebedi de. Yama yeninko. Enti yao. Germany. Germany is no longer an agricultural country. They are a heavily industrialized country. obi ene doma wundi na oni kura odoma wudi no nafu ahye nafu ohia una obenya biedie enti Europe situation de enyame nwanwa Spain Germany France wo munyina they be French farmers are on strike. Dairy products yes but say wheat rice ni nyina no Ukraine for any Russia near the nedeba COVID ama situation no aye worse. Say yesi ejato yonko abodu semu a no asensu esi wode ho. So no. Europe for the aba. Na yen Africa for yen Ghana for enhyehyɛ ben yeye. Ɛna enhye ben ye bɛhyɛ yen ho ate ase sɛ esan sɛ amane eba esan sɛ ewiase ɛyɛ den no enhye ben ye hya to ye ho so sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a ya brabo no enkoye basasa mewie no fuel already before COVID no na petroleum market nankasa aye style bi ene Brent nam 110 na tiaba etibaya in the 50s when you tete na san page no mobile as for petroleum pricing and economics a different matter altogether na assemble to say the COVID buy no it means to say production are affected. So some oil fields had to shut down because of COVID. Saudi Arabia almost 4 million barrels of crude a day. 4 million barrels. No, now some shut some of the fields down because it's not self-produced. They say no one ever. Nipa ne koye hu adwuma. Nipa koye hu adwuma no so. Esan COVID nti otifie. Nigeria almost 2 million barrels a day. Almost so no. Now was almost shut some of the fields down. Even gas, almost gas. Itoki, ne Alps, ni nano. Now was almost shut it down for some time. Now we shut it down our production so air conform. Now him say that price on be dey because what kind of so now the Ukraine and Russia abem. Russia produces 30% of world crude. 10% of world crude. That's a huge number. Into Russia, Kesseh, and ne yen supply to crude to the marketer. There's going to be a shortage. There's going to be a serious shortage. Now, shortage in a bit affecting Europe the most. And Russia is threatening that. Now, post-COVID, America for is almost Russian crude bill. In fact, the rest of the world is shutting out Russian crude. Now, so what is our 10% daily production? And also, we have a crop to say Saudi Arabia, and now UAE, and now Brazil. No more pejem.
Or more daily production.
Daily production. I supplemented Russia there, so some crop so more increase. Why? Because they are benefiting from the price hikes. The price no cost. First in the nanko ton 90, then 150. What did he? Now, the fear now is that crude prices both Brent be drew $200 a barrel. Now WTI Western Texas Intermediate so about 120 130. Ne drew sa what you baby any crude costra we there refined products gasoline, premium, ne nyinaa nso bɛyɛ dɛn, ne nyinaa nso kɔ soro. From premium to naphtali, ne nyinaa prices ne nyinaa bɛyɛ dɛn, ɛbɛkɔ soro. Enti sɛ wohu Ghana ha, crude petroleum prices ɛkɔ soro a, ɛwɔ ne senti COVID ɛne Ukraine ɛka ho. But nye ne nyinaa no ewiase ayɛ basabasa yi, currency markets baabi a yɛdi sika ho dwa, baabi a yɛtɔn dollar, baabi a yɛtɔn pound sterling, ne nyinaa so no ɛyɛ den ɛho aba asɛm. All the currency markets obi kan are misbehaving because ewiase yɛ hu a wonim sɛ usika no memfa nkɔ sie dollar, memfa nkɔ yɛ me pounds. Ghana akra no wobɛhwɛ no sɛ inflation obi suspect sɛ inflation ba sika bi obenya bia no oduru zongo lane no akɔso sign to dollar. Also sign into dollar what is called speculative hedging no. Also sign into dollar no. Na dollar ne boy dey ne boy akɔso. Say no. Yeah, because of nearma air cost from COVID to Ukraine. Pebe dollar nedru. Not too long ago, 4-5 years ago, the dollar was 4.30, 4 cedis, 30 pesos to the dollar. Echemwa could do 8 cedis, 40 pesos. Nina ye ehu ne uncertainty na aba ewiase. And the way we manage ourselves. Me yonko na make so o se minu abeji anwa kakra si we. Okra niema okra ye o create exposure of $3 million. Just a niema wakra abo ho besia edi akra begu Ghana. Edi free crop was a monton na moton wi amu discover no was $3 million. Time one or yes our transaction na dollar near 5.56 5 cedis 56 pesos. A drew mre se was sika no okotua no na dollar na drew 8 cedis 25 pesos. Na che say e was so ohwehwe be 22 million cedis eso ni sika so ansa no otimi atua naka. Waboka 22 million cedis. Enyo no nko a adwadifo nyina e fa saade. E sign pinten bia abawiase. Na ma ya nwen se COVID no eko anu na abrase na e wo se anu abrase a ye ho hen ha ye nkakra no ya ye ntrase ni ye ho nkomo ni ye mbisa ye ho se so edien ena ye ya eboaye ena die ena ye ya amoa sani ebeya ekina bi esan peja na enye matrai makwe na ye try all luck akeke na mu ye nyesue hunu bi efrim die hihye na ye ebaya ye eboaye amoa ye mi say ho say lockdown eboaya na ye tutu schools num every policy that we put in place yanko treachery ye mu kompo ni enhwe se so eboaya ana amoa ana ade san peja ne mu biwa saa niema no a ne besan ya na se ya anye saa hwehwe mu ni mpensempense mu no a yare de ebesan ba already no Europe, China have had to close down a whole city last week. And no chere say enkoi na sɛ nkɔ ɛde a na san tia te sɛ wɔ yɛ so a ɛde ne ɛbɛyɛ no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛtra se ne yɛbisa ɛho sɛ ba deɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ ama adwumayɛfoɔ ɛho nkɔkɛm deɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛde bɛ stimulate economy ne sɛdeɛ entity mpansa yɛbɛsɔ adwumayɛfoɔ asene yɛbɛsɔ adwumakuo bi asene anaasɛ yɛbɛsan ka sɛ okay adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa no montena fie nso yɛbɛtua mo ka ɛboae anaa amoa sɛ amoa a meyɛnyɛ ne saa bio yɛmmisi ɛho sɛ workers protection adwumayɛfoɔ mo kɔ adwuma wɔn bambɔ ne ahokadeɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔde kɔ adwuma no ɛte sɛn yɛte sɛ aba a ɛwɔ sɛ worker biara enya ɔnoa ne PPE anaa ne mask ne all of those things are nneɛma a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ nyinaa trans ne ebisa yɛn ho sɛ so nhyehyɛe ne bi wɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhyɛ mu kena anaa ɛba a yɛnyɛ mu saa ebinom ɔka sɛ broni firi biribi herd mentality herd kyerɛ sɛ immunity yareɛ ne ba ne duru baabi a na ɛte gu yɛ nyinaa so a there is an immunization effect nipadua ne yareɛ no bɛko ama nipa bi ebenya bambɔ afiri dodoɔ no abenya bambɔ afiri wɔn wɔ underlying conditions anaa wɔn widie mu ne wɔn ahoɔden ɛwɔ fam dada no ɛne ewuo di wɔn bɛkɔ nanso effect a enya on the economy enya ne saa bio all of those things we have to examine now sisi yɛ kɔn mu hehae ne yɛhunu a na ɛno na ɛbɛyɛ policy a aban bɛka sɛ yɛayɛ nhyehyɛe wei ɛda hɔ covid san ma ne mu so bio a this is how we are going to act as a people and as a nation nyɛ sɛ obi bi te chɔkɔ baabi sɛ o yɛde bɛbɔ district no wɔnhu chɔkɔ wɔ mu nti ɔno deɛ law wei deɛ nka no ɛwɔ sɛ saa nhyehyɛe nyinaa kɔ yaw ɛwɔ sɛ ɛnɛ ne kyinɛ yi a yɛn nyinaa de adwene kɔ so sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛboa na yɛn nhyehyɛe a ɛkɔ anim no ɛsi yɛn yie.
Honorable Boache Ejako, former Minister Energy, Republic of Ghana, former campaign chairman, NPP, and Anema Bibri, the former idea, and no bet me a whole program. Come time with Honorable Boache Ejako on the platform, page 104.3 FM. Now, Honorable, I'm right here, Dima. Brother was once here, Tati, and say, Ma buying for any Mungohinta COVID in my knees, as I said that. Ma buying Conco fuel air costro, a smart buying, transing Kesseh, or more any Jumokuna Kassa, Uncle Fabimra, Debbie, yes, I hear no. Na, or no, yes, I see no. Ebi I was the quiet buying we cover a buying with fast to near mano. What she near ma, and a more shed that. I said that COVID nechi say near mano and ya buying na yet COVID and I yet meanwhile na mu one other. You're fine.
And ya idea mediatum wholeheartedly say a no crese and sana COVID bebano. The economy was beginning to have some turbulence. Just say, as a pintin kakrabem. Nanso ka COVID a man can yinsem. Economy bia you go through a rough patch. Anamebwa. Economy bia wo wias ne bedru baby no for a week or a month or a 2 or even a year. You benya rough patches. Na se owo rough patch no na bibi te se COVID bebo mu a ebeje wonsem ka COVID ama, whatever the difficulties, I believe we would have solved them easily. Na ubenya COVID would can we say look, adie by no the healthcare delivery system was not ready. PPEs, PPEs, mask. Hospitals simply did not have them because na nyadia sabin prediasa yesu so anaya so ho dai ebe fu ye mu no na wo se saa niema nyina ye yiska free baby edekoye anaya bobisia bibi baby edekoye anaya ko sriska baby edebeye enti asotromienu emeni han so because say COVID enya impacta na nipa cross seven preduasa onim ne oka ana boapaye enoye niema COVID edi omanya famu so when hunu response a government edi buy any problems a create ya not just you are not being fair. World Bank study or say how COVID is affecting firms in Ghana. It's not good reading. And to say BBC edda wenim. BBC edda wenim. Or say employment. 41% of business establishments reported that they reduced wages for 25% of their workforce. That is, they reduced wages for 770,124 workers. Na sa oye worker, near reduce wages. It has major effects on the economy. Firm closing. 35% of business establishments had to close during the partial lockdown. 16.1% continued to be closed after the easing of lockdown. Enti se niema say koso. Na wo se when wakati wani se enya COVID na year. Then you are not even being fair to you yourself. Like I do always, report major amount. Because a china same to me say obi be a china be argument. But allow me to read just the headlines. Key findings. Government intervention. Only 3.5% of firms reported that they received government assistance, with not being aware of government programs indicated as the most common reason. Business confidence. Firms reported substantial uncertainty in future sales and employment, with average expectations of declines of 24% of sales and 15% reduction in employment. So no. Enti ebia nipa krobe bia oteno ne vantage point no. Where hunu. And now why na dwene say hunu. See, there's a difference between mentiasie and mentiasie. Untiasie ye chirechiro mu obetiasie. Na why wadwene say wontiasie ye chire mu sen untiasie. Enti obi obeka sa no, mini nipa kro enya dwene.
I see. Obi obaka sabia mene no enya adwene honorable Boachi Ejakon ena oti adwenkyere wo sa asemu ho no na mene no ebo nkomo enanwumre. Over okay. Se ekoba sa dia ba bia ye wei. Se first nanka turbulence sisi ade tsunami anase earthquake ankasa any wo because first ne hima se dia wo so ankasa. As I say wo so okresi mu anisa. How do we get out of here?
That's a big question. So no. Yensom yedinipa. Enti na make say. I was saying United Transit as a nation. Niye hunu niye yafem. Na ye ti ase say. E wiase no ebubo ye no. Ye peja ye mu biewa. nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a yɛntumi mfa ni agorɔ ɛna nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a ɛna weese ɛwɔ sɛ nyinaa adwene kɔ bɛnkurom ka hu sɛ asɛm bi ato yɛn na asɛm a ɛto yɛn no yɛn nyinaa ebubɔ yɛn yɛn nyinaa na yɛpagya yɛn mu prɛko pɛ akɔdi saa adwuma yi. How do we get out? Ebi na nano last time na make a budget asɛm wɔ ha. You know, COVID added to our budget problems. Enti yɛn nyinaa wɔ se ɛte aseɛ sɛ yɛ budget no nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtwentwɛn so. Yɛantwentwɛn so ne yɛse yɛgye yɛdeɛ Shylock yɛgye yɛdeɛ yɛpɛ dadifudi pa a ɛbɛha yɛn yɛte hɔ yi mene wo te hɔ yi sɛ da biara yɛakɔ nhoma sika anaa sika yɛde bɔ yɛn ho bra da biara adwoa ɛnɛ deɛ medi ɛbosomi yɛakɔ nhoma sika ni ɛbɛso ɔsɛ yɛbɛ manage there be bosom bia month after month ne kabem ne bia yare kɛseɛ bi abɛbɔ ebia adwoa maame anaa adwoa papa anaa me maame anaa me papa na wɔse ɛkɔpɛ sika baabi ɛde kɔsa ne yareɛ nyame nkyade yɛasa ne yareɛ wɔsi ne dada ɛka da hɔ enti yɛmmisa yɛn ho sɛ adwoa na yɛakɔ nhoma sika yi expenses a yɛyɛ no deɛ ne yɛbɛtumi atwitwam anaa yɛbɛ delay yɛde bɛtwere baabi until yɛn ho bɛhenhaeɛ. You go through the itineration yɛbɛyi wɔ afirim yɛbɛyɛ wɔ sɛ yɛbɛte so na wode adjust wo ho on the expenditure side card na nyɛ saa deɛ no na woyɛ expenditure side no a na nyɛ yie a na afọ obi sound say sika ne ebe den yakonya bia beso so na bia maka say you know what Saturday am ne boys you call chilbe mejai Saturday bia me kochi Uber e bia menya 200 bi e de aba beso so then it means you are thinking of your revenue side as well. On my sika nhyehyɛ ne de all government has taxes. And as a nation, what we have to do is to sit down, MBP, NDs, all the political actors, civil society organizations, Near Messiah who said a day in a day na a trenchia abeto yensu. Dear in a day and the was ye send ye bay ho bay high. Yen I jitum say ni say the was ya. It will help. But the most important thing is say all these adjustments will be painful. Yen yani totrotosa. How do we share the pain? How do we share the pain? Ben kobase, ebinum be form huadi, ne binum die. Woman ebe adiswana ebu wonkom. Mekai se na me wom se class 5 or se class 6 na you two nkruma na ganata cartoon. Na papa bi nipa mienu ba ko afon aye kiti ena ba ko gina ho na furu eka denche. Na de na furu ka denche ayi ne belt e de ama de wa fon no say tighten your belt almost that belt no so no wo furu te de was fu aye obi a kwahye okwache no a oji awuo no ono na mo belt and tighten belt no. We have to share the pain and the difficulties that will come from this adjustment, and it must be seen to be fair. Yes, sir. Ghana for you na yebetimi agiatum set period or year family. Na your cost yen the next 3, 4, 5 years, sir. Ebetimi amiyesi ye dadem. And yes, sir. Na debia ye decoy strictly politics, sir. It frees our problem.
Strictly politics, ain't mean free more.
Debbie.
Okay. Offer most MPP for more back on say you are the better managers of the economy. Na more the some home run say mo ya ade ni ade. Baby MPP be fa Ghana free. Na hwe baby a be do sisi e koya na e bai.
Mienu ni nyina yakwaba.
Ene ensanko.
We obi say I say yabani ebe kro. Ye hunu na brofo a here problems nyina etotwa. Look, ye economic analysis and now performance. What you try to do is what are the trends? At the end of year on year. But you also have to ask yourself that there are two types of shocks our economy can suffer from. Niedi kind ye freno fachemi ye freno endogenous shocks. Endogenous means to say a free system nuamu Ghana economy nuan kasano ena bibia tochima either through mismanagement and na bibi ena ede or how biaba. The second one is exogenous shocks. And no chance every outside. And no uni huwa sembiaka. Uni sutumi bia. All you do is how do I adjust to the shocks? Ghana, nyamene no credit, yasafa mienu nyina. Both the exogenous and the endogenous. The free yang kasayemu and the free abonte. So say one yen sa one shesa types ya you analysis no NCP baby ye fa Ghana free 2016 until 2020 beginning of 2020 or end of 2019 yaw near the Ghana ekoyi near the Ghana esikwan paso mentna nka se nani nyina ye 100% anani nyina ye tototo but we came into so many difficulties 2016 ye nyina ti kroma eni ye hu ni ekoso ama school kwada kra wo mo koto nyum dunso a education minister ni onyasa nkwada totofi wanom ekoto nyum wo se enye wo de. We all saw that 2017 na niema start improve 2018 na niema improve 2019 yes there were improvement the data me yana me mpese metina ho quote data 5% of this because to be honest with you don't want to antase nyesa onko school ntio omo ko school no kra no o ka 5% of a population afi no be calculate say na no mo yesay so no don't want to anti sa data analysis that's it. I try to simplify take that out. Minimum said 2017 all the way to 2019 things were going well. 2020 January to March is when exogenous shock American. Now the question is we always have to ask ourselves is that sa shock na buy no did we manage it well? Could we have done better? Was it so unexpected? I will say exogenous shock na buy we could have done better. We could have done better in the sense assemble you take extremely tough decisions. So no ukoye nti se motro modo kokrasa yesu som ebeje unsem So when we were hit with COVID, I think, say, we should have taken very decisive and firm, hard.
I said, Mobe Musro, Yantumamo.
Oh, Massa, you see, that be what the next election, and the boomaya, Ghana had the Sabi Obi Bajunso feature. Now Tiana Crobecas won 2 months. Well, Bajunso feature. Now say, hey, I don't know what you say next I buy a betu cramin 2 months. A idea I can. But say, oh, boom, my dear, you cannot worry constantly about the next election. Let me give you a clear example, a Ghana example. America, President Niefreno, President Grover Cleveland, not a Democrat. Na saa time no, American politics na krono a woman no. Na nyasam kitwa. Krono pa. Na story bi say ayi one ne yire omareta omo anajo omo dana akronfo break into White House. Ena ne yire ne hu say akronfo abafi ho. Ena said, Mr. President, akronfo abafi so White House said the akronfo bi ani ha omo nyina gu Senate. Akronfo ni nyina gu Senate. Eho ne yebokro no. When he was president, or decided say he would take certain sharp actions. On one party for what the bar you be lose election or see lose.
Oh, says Kakwa.
Deputy Grover Cleveland took all the difficult decisions. Your election or lose. See a kind. Or say, yes, I've lost the election, but I know that I've done what is right for my country. And in any nasa lose election within the first year Republicans buy, and America for who say Sapa pay the noise and a pa. You know, Grover Cleveland came back the next election, 4 years later, and won that election by a bigger margin than his first time round. He's the only American president that will lose election at Timia Samba back. Because he did not care about the next election. He took what decisions he felt was in the best interest of America. America for whom a chire say say ampa. Almost signed in the Bible. You know the title his title? The Honest President.
Honest President.
The Honest President.
Yeah, they came and baby.
Was it?
Yeah,
man baby. So no. Hey, Ghana.
But on a more serious note, Oshe in Chichimu dia man nyina etiase. And it has all my.
And that's so there. I am a consummate optimist. Me wujidie wo Ghana. You see, I was a young kasa. And it that's all they free here. Nyankopon kura ma wani da so na wa wen sinkiti. Wen sinkiti a ebe pare. Enti yankasa ene wo se enya gidie bi wo yemu. Yankasa ne wo se ye dinsie gu amna mu se ye pese eyeyie. Se ye koye no kokura sana ena die na se ye sinkiti eninsie gu amna mu se oman ye pese ye ana ye pese ye hey, nobody can do it for us. Enti wo se asɛm a ato yɛn anaa baabi a yɛgyina bia sese ɛwɔ sɛ nyinaa timi hunu sɛ yɛnyɛ mma yɛn ho ɛnɛ koraa no a yɛnkyiri mma ne yɛn dankɔ amadeɛ yɛbɛyɛ ama ɔmo. Enti the hope springs eternal. The hope must be that we want to do it. Ɛyi brɔfo ma ɔmo yɛka biribi. Or said the theory of future preference. And what the theory says is this, that tomorrow, the future must be better than the present. The future must be better than the present. And we all have a responsibility in making it so. And I say, and it does so ha, yay, and also, ye pimpin swan crossing kitty say, ye pese ye. Enti ye ne ye nsusu ye ne nhihye ye nyinara no enka nkose esansi epese ye enti saa sene ye beye ama ye America ni bia ma me free bekwai enti wudu ani tu se America ni bi na beye ukro yi amawa emfa no ne America ni bia ni wa ne ma me free bekwai. So no, in Ghana for Yanyentum, that we have the ultimate responsibility for this country. Yajitum sa ebe you. Yajitum sa ebe you.
But yajitum ebe you minority say. Mon fahwe ngojobia. Mon kasankasa mobrofo profligacy. Niema akesia tebuma. I na mudinya problem.
Omsidi.
Omose. Mwankasa musu. Oni mumatifia musu se. Aduane ni ho nti odi obi abedi nkwantre ba akono. Mu de bokiti na esa.
Sa.
Ai.
No musidi no me.
Omo sesi ande omo ho no mo hwem.
Sa ho. Yate. Ubo charger na no nkyere se no kre. And ye MPP force no. I will see. We have to sit up. Yemi na ho. I will say it on this set. Enye bibi a ye eneboa ana ye papa. Yemi na ho. Na ye hu se. O my Ghana ekura yensem. Na oman no de ye nipa temamufo de won werɛ ɛhyɛ ye mu sɛ ye de won benante ekwan bi so yemmu nkomponko bi se hu sɛ so niema ɛwɔ se ye nyina ye no tɔɔte na babi achia no nipa de nipa babi achia no yentene no. We still have time. We have to make sure that we are honest with ourselves. And we have to make sure, say, nipa ni da so bia no wo ne wire bia odihye ye mu no ye nyina ntintin na de wo say ye ma oman ma enya ahotoso bi say ampa MPP for the hope that we repose in you. You are living up to it. Say no, entisa, that's the truth of the matter. Entisa, but we are capable of redress. We are very, very capable. Oh, I always say, this tradition and this MPP is the safest pair of hands to take care of this country. Nanun chrese yeni yebi entosima entochima ana entosini ebetochima etos na betosini etochima tosini a you sit up and you fix it.
O phrase baako a otaka manage ho pa, right or wrong? My party first.
No, my party. Right or wrong? I stand by you.
Okay. My party.
Right or
wrong?
I stand by you.
I stand by you.
And no nkyerɛ o party any with them. O party nya o bɔne o. MPP e be o bɔne pa. Ye be fi ani aye o bɔne pa. Hwede ya fam internal elections. Hwede ya family. Na nye no kura comedies ni o.
Monyanko constituency.
Ye nyanko constituency.
Namako original.
Ye ko original ni ako parliament ho na ehyepa. Ebinum we you many pass we ye be ye ose mafia. Moka so you be mafia, who ma de crow. Who ma de crow. We be mafia. Now mafia new year. No a chiriwa ko so nsa so onye odin.
Also na mafia ni biom.
So no. What I am saying is say when I can't have freeze now. All I'm saying, in spite of that, you still have your party. Ebia ne ena obia besom ana enura obi so mu no ode asem oye ne bia bem. Eno nkyere se wo gyae wo party. Eno nkyere se wo twe wo party abro so. You stay in and help correct whatever is wrong. That is what I mean. Now, my party, right or wrong, I will stand by you.
In standing by your party, right or wrong, no. Na New Year na polling station koguye. Some electoral areas, no. Coordinators, some area.
Police stations be all right in
you. Police station.
E bi o ha 1 or 2 ya.
Kema bo mo pa o.
O ze.
Ma bo mo pa, ma hwe mo papa.
Enye ni kasem. So.
Enti of our hwe sa ni ma we nyina. MPP proud so di Ghana for so na oyen hyehyɛ be ma ya brabom ye ho han na
Winston Churchill no can say me or say so ujin say democracy enya show him what is better. So can say democracy enya show him what is better. Min Kesseh sebi MPP nipa na chichiriye na nipa omu chichiriye no soro abofo nim ye nyina Adam nana ne ye
boni ahye ma
so no enti so wogin say MPP nipa boni ni mu a ebe fa say rapture
you know hope you
so no where we are now you see near akwaba nyina say ye samudia and ye MPP ojina brai. That's what we are saying. It doesn't mean say a bedroom baby no MPP ye modimbo intosni. That's not what we mean. What we mean is that given our heritage, given our philosophy, given our performance and checks and balances bia ya yetimi impose on yehono. We have self-correcting mechanisms. Given all of this, in amongst the competitors in India, I'll always choose MPP. I will always choose MPP. And when I say this, I don't mean to say we are so good and Jesus Christ is your leader. Now, sorrow cry, Jesus Christ is your leader. No, him. Sorry, no, Jesus Christ is your leader. No, him more. Obehani, be software me software ma me kon. So no. I will always stand by MPP. The thing is that niema bia ya enye no. Jai ye enya ya, jai kan so nyai kan. Na jai kan eno ena din sakraeba. Na se uni jai kan na wo jai na wo yefo a eno de na onim se redemption bi ani. I believe in this party. And I believe, say, we are the safest pair of hands to handle this country.
In the face of all these things that we're talking about, economic hardships, fuel, and in the face of all these, who maintains our position?
I do. Tell me about beer. What bar? Onyas our problems, Ibida. David, King David, obedi Israel. So for the first 3 years there was famine. Anamewa.
No crepa.
Kwame Nkrumah ebia na me de na me swade but me kai eduru baby ne Salan was stadium any Russian niema right aban bia ni wiase a onya problems. What is important is that you recognize
there's a problem.
You're failing and you recognize the need to correct, and that you have the capacity or people nipa or party no more obetimi ahwe wani mu aka kire say de wo ye no enye make I say na panyi bi ka me papa sem na me papa oko exile wo Nigeria, Togo, Côte d'Ivoire nom ne ade na omo baya buzia aliens compliance order ebemu me papa bufu ho pa because onim se omo call exile Nigeria for ne ade ne je won feso I said Debbie Kofi Buzia ye meeting kwesi eja kum free ho bowra meeting room ho and was yes dams over aliens compliance order and ye what demo me papa no nye party officer no nye on carbine no nanso na no on fancho and ye so bowra dem ho o shorts and na o ne che and ukra no walking stick and wo twabo mu say Kofi Buzia to ho no say kwesi a discussion here suspended to the ultimate call. You must have people of courage to stand up and say ye atosni atochima momi ensesano na so bia edin nsa abehye ne demri fam ne aye ho we will never correct our mistakes. That is the strength of the party I believe in. Ya ho den kese pa and then say yetimi kanya dwene yetimi kasem yetimi se niema nkoyi a nipa sore kasem am yete ase se nkoyi nti ensesa say ye lose sa de no a will become any ordinary party.
Over and you may want to watch church and remember the actually media baby and hear me ye pa ye Russia and Ukraine wadamfo sasem no nti ese ntoka no so be jada ben
onu onyaye o
Putin no
hu nanim sa no onyaye asam ne beto no look dabia me book nam de ma me sure so won me page 1 kra
oh my do your friend say 17
ade ne 980 something pages
my do page 17 me kopa
hey
offer me ko
yewu
offer me kopa
she
satiu back on oh say the other good hard drives no breme no why nations fail no and no na aka 2 chapters na mawie
why are there
why nations fail no
it asiglo melu
Erade nkofo nwene Erade Yesu ofa ebeye
wo no de Putin eye ebiesi mpain pio ebiesi mpain pio if you look through Russian history from when it was Kiev Rus 832 AD Kiev Rus SC na Second World War Hitler enyambransa mu a Hitler di ye nyina asif se okono ordinary playbook no ja Putin. Every step that Hitler took to lead the world into a war, that is what Putin is doing. Hitler no sena 7 say. Here Hitler wa anye kuno or the BD chancellor. The first coup attempt to fail. It's called the beer hall push. Omu jina beer bar no mu tu omu yampia. Eni ebeso a omu nyina koe. Omu antu tuba kokra. Omu abubune yito ni kansa mbigi. But Hitler after free jail by they formed a political party, right? National Socialist Party. Yatono swabo. The members of parliament, omu ko parliament will be a brown shirt. Na juma no mu yem omu ka minority side no hono. Weimar Republic no mu ka. Womu Jambrasa mo no di wo pa omo Richtag, which is their parliament. De bi ombe kumbi kokun tokwa. Papa nipa sum senkunya and every day. And it got to a point Germans say na kwa we na mfa mining shadensa. No nya nyambrasa mo odi.
Yeah.
You know, Hitler won his election by 10 million votes. And major companies like ICI and a group, they were the one who financed him. Nobody chancellor. Odi chancellor no a true book be Mein Kampf, My War. Our outlining near more peso yenya obi am funny serious. It's a big book, Mein Kampf. Na in it no theory be offering Lebensraum. Living in German is living room or living space. Or see Germany, omu hu hin ha omu into omu here more space. Or carry and no say Germans omu Czechoslovakia, Sudetenland. Czech for no theater won fa hudi so. Into also koye day. Okoje wo. Eno ko seize it to Sudetenland. Putin. Or say the Donbass region of Ukraine. Omi Russia for na Ukraine for theater won fa hudi so. Ordinance akoto so. One more see declare independence from Ukraine. What is the Sudetenland Diana? Where are you? Hitler. Or ye Sudetenland no. Or see Slovakia. Any Czech. Or munye ni pabako. Enti osa okroni ye chem. And what did he do? Onyan krofomi and sembi. Omu lead secessionism. Was Slovakia. And no announcer said, wow, don't sabeka Slovakia. Or no, he's the protector of Slovakia. And I just check for count monotum. A basano, you know what he's trying to do in Ukraine? Or pesok, apart from Donbass, no, waji Crimea free one, sir. Or be linki Donbass with Crimea. Or nyayan ko be kwa to Odessa.
Mariupol.
Oh, Mariupol, you say. From there, no person all the way to Odessa because he needs access to the Black Sea, the Bosphorus. So, this is exactly what Hitler was doing. Na wiase nyina te ho hwe no akwowe de waboda mu mamu mfi no waboda mamu mfi no o se maboda mu we hunu ye ni so tete ye no Now he had entered Poland. Odru the river Vistula and Sana nipe ni bounce de bi akwe ya stopono. But he also proved to Europe, say, Europe, you can't defend yourself against me. Because the marginal line and France for him says line where there nobody will be intimate cross. Hitler crossed the marginal line in one day. Omu defense fortification be omoye. Hitler omu said they will be intimate army be intimate cross. Hitler crossed the marginal in one day. And when Europe said we can't defend ourselves. This is you jump to America. What is happening now? Muka say Putin, Ofa Donbass, Odessa, Crimea, where ye. The next thing you know, he's going into Poland because what I can say, he will reconstitute the Soviet Empire. Soviet Empire omu dissolve no Poland ka ho, Moldova ka ho, Belarus ka ho, Estonia ka ho, Latvia ka ho, Georgia ka ho, Hungary ka ho. Ya betra ma what wa hye sa nkrofo yi nyina so. No wia de na kire so nkoto nhye Germany ni France. Playbook Hitler ko di se wiase no. Em so ko jama Putin. Na Putin so afi no akan wie. So no Putin no oye intelligence officer wa East Germany. Time one Soviet Union war no. He was an KGB officer in East Germany. And the German no tiase wa kan book na wie. Afi no anya confidence said the Hitler ye a wenti mi anwie no. Ono obeye wie. Ye ni ye na yetete ho saa ode asemba ba wa ese kwaku frimpon.
We do ode aba.
Onyam fa mayo. Ehun frama na ebobo ye no. Wo de tran.
De ehun.
Ehun frama. Na baby oti na oni Ukraine fuoko na momo shoto oil a cooking oil no oba Africa na mbede komra juni huye yaw juni huye
oba Africa ebe ko nogopo
why nogopo
ya ko nogopo na ya stop no ho over as always. I hope
it was a good conversation.
Oh, very, very friendly conversation. That's a
because me jama on me jama
Fajame and there's a wow Fajame.
Yeah, kind.
Some Castle library. Of as I say, the mention that need loot. Me this week maybe why nations fail. Timmy, we are no anamaba way no sunti see an there. Me load in shut down.
Maybe I never got to us from page 17.
I am at was free. Say we no. So when 17 the man do and come starting can you na do me coffee no me kind na hear me de
William Shire it's a masterpiece
and I me pen style no
William Shire is the book that a masterpiece
it me kind na me there na ja me ya na do me force
me the 4 days me na me fan to okra
what is saying 4 days of
a book no more de
me go leave wa me kind
so any me can't check am despite no leave no on double
oh so maybe 2 weeks where me ko aba na my free
sir en nyame as
maybe 2 weeks where me ko aba na my fine pa of I da say anwumre
me so beta mo
pa
all right
yeah that's it
next month
mate offer honorable Boache Ejako na twetwe nkomo no munim se yene no won hyehyeye at least once a month yene offer ebetwetwe nkomo na ya hwese ne enema esi ekro na enen de wabekere post covid ya hwese ne enema esi tie na me de asama woka ni nyina de ababa kwa me fa umpa ne se eduru ba bi a esese ye nyina ehu se kane no operation feed yourself no na ya adwempa wu because wo hwe ba bi ewiase kono a ohun ba bi ewiase kono a na obi nkyerɛ say master dwere ko feed yourself as a good do mayen kodo na de akoku Putin ye no enko o de asembeba akwasi Putin wo hwe na one Trump nyina mo ye nipa ba ko sankofo no mi no
na chiri ba ne Trump
wo hwe o mi no a ofa nipa be kra ni utunufo awante oh David I was saying the Mosi, a friend in an Kesseh, who wait to me after me the Cardinal. I may air the more, you ever sign Asia, that's a name. Ukiara the Champions League in Tiama, but that's a name, Ibishia. Isaac Medase, Patricia Medase, Lizzie, and Same appear, Prince Bafo Asamam, the Munyanasi, Yame air the more, Ibishia Juada, Makram.